said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Off the play fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Brown will throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. The give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Offense lining up quickly. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship, and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etienne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Golden Flashes moving quickly to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
One more snap before the end of the quarter. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Rebels want to move quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're not thinking 3. They want the touchdown, and here they... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Lee, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2018. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Golden Flashes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the...
Turning it on! Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Third down play from the gun. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the golden flashes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He'll go to the sneak. The golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Can't get him to the ground. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside the 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On the move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. With the catch, it's Chubb. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Brown wants to pass. Scrambling away. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it across the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught close to the marker. It's Chubb. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line. It's Chop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Brown will throw it. Got it! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Golden Flashes looking to convert on fourth down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Golden Flashes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe try to jumpstart yourself. But I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Off, not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Kent State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Going with the ground game left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Caught in the backfield, it's Etienne. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He'll toss it. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Brown wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Smashes ahead. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got some room to run.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Pulls it in. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Plucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The golden flashes in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line in the chop. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's in open space downfield.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter. And this defense will start the fourth on its heels. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. A designed run for the quarterback. Scott behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Running behind that left side. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Now this offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He's got it along the sidelines, foot in bounds, and it's a 1st down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you.
Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13.
Ole Miss, 42. Kent State, 29.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. this offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback will keep it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 20, he's got space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
29.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Now adjusting. The short hands, it's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds the tight end. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That pass is incomplete. Some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Receivers worked tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right, Reese?
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. It's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pocket breaking down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got...
He's got it inside the 15. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
At the 14-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can...
The fake and a little shuffle. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the